goes on.
Okay, I see it on YouTube. There we go. I got to push that button. There we go. Nice. Nick's got his hand up. And we were just talking about Friday Night Fitness Social. Yeah, we're going to be doing that as things progress and move forward. And my battery's not going to make it on my phone. I had it charging, thought I did, but I guess it wasn't plugged in at the charger port where it was actually supposed to be plugged in. So I'm at 39%. That should get most of this time going. Nick's already got his hand up. I think his hand might still be up. Everybody, let's start off with a sip of water. We got YouTube. Yep, YouTube's on there. We're back in the park, and oh my gosh, everybody, we were talking about the beautiful day. I got to show everybody the beautiful day because look at this over here where we have the lagoon, and you can see there's some cars driving by in the front, but just beautiful skies, a couple little wispy clouds in the air. There's no traffic, everybody's moving. That's nice. And look at the lagoon. It's just so pretty over there. It's really clear water, and anyways, so that's kind of one of the reasons I like coming to this place right here. We'll get the camera set up here. I know it's getting sideways. There we go. And this is kind of my favorite picnic table. I like working at this picnic table because again, I like being outdoors. I hope you also like being outdoors. I'm trying to figure out if sunglasses are on. When I have the sunglasses on, I can't see anything on the screen because of the polarization. So that's okay. All right, everybody. Water break. The water to start. Let's get ready. Nick, was your hand up? Was your hand up for breathing motto? Was that what it was up about?
Yeah,
You
the
can do breathe. Yeah, that's cool. We'll get Nick do the breathing motto. Nick, you want to do it by yourself? You want to do it with me? Do ones and twos, or hey, Catherine in the house, everybody. Give a wave to our friends here. Nice. What are we gonna do, Nick? Ones and twos? Or are you gonna take it all? He's gonna get unmuted.
and Don, I always waiting. Where are we going to meet this Friday? For my strength test this Friday.
You want to do it this Friday?
Yeah, if you want a Betty,
We could do it. Let me send you a text message, and we can figure out where we want to do it.
I think I want to do it well you there.
You want to come to the farm and do a strength test there?
Yeah, I
Okay,
think that work.
that's a cool idea. I like that. What does
How
everybody
I
think about that?
can.
Nick on the farm? I like it. Farm
Yeah.
strong.
And Bible need to end one and breathe into the breathe out the bad, breathe in the happy, and breathe out the sad, breathe in your bed, and breathe out the wood, and breathe in your power. Do I that we might know Bible and the devil join the dirt, but we're not done.
Yes. All right, everybody. So you just heard that. Nick's making a plan. He's already talking about his goals because that's the way Nick thinks. Nick's always thinking about the goals. He's thinking about, I got to set up my plan. I can't wait till the last minute. And Nick, that is one of the reasons why you are doing so well, is because you're taking the initiative. And every chance you get, you're always taking the action too. So when you get a chance to lead, or when you get a chance to even do the whole workout like you got to do last week, again, incredible stuff from Nick. Always love having Nick on here. And again, Friday we're going to be doing Nick's strength test. We're going to sounds like we're going to do it live from the farm. So let's get ready. Nick's going to get his farm workout going, and maybe we'll even get another chance at that saw. I know that was one of Nick's favorite things to do, cutting that saw with the saw. So everybody, let's get ready to move our head and neck around. And definitely, I'm gonna have to wear my sunglasses today because last time I was here it was real cloudy. Today it's not. It's super sunny, and that's okay. So we're gonna go ahead. Let's go with our classic five. we'll go forwards, backwards, forwards, backwards. So 4 times with the classic 5, and then we'll move on to our shoulders. So let's start going right side, and let's give it maybe a 2-second hold. Left side, and then down, going up, going turtleneck, and giraffe neck, doing the ear lift, going over doing the other ear lift. And we're going to tilt and tilt. All right, now let's reverse it. So I'm just going to tilt and tilt. And then I'm going to go ear lift, the other ear lift, giraffe neck, turtleneck, down, up, left side, and right side. Okay, we'll go one more time. And this time, let's take a breath, inhale or exhale while we're moving between each position. So let's take a breath in when we're over at our right side. Breathe in. And then exhale to the left side. Breathe out. Now inhale on the left side. Breathe in. Exhale as we go down. Inhale in the down position. Exhale as you go up. Inhale as we go turtle. Exhale as you go giraffe. Inhale with the giraffe neck. Exhale with the ear lift. Inhale with this ear lift. Exhale, go into the other ear lift. Inhale with that ear lift. Tilt your head to the side. Inhale. And exhale. All right, now we're going to go back. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Other ear lift. Inhale. Exhale. Giraffe neck. Inhale. Exhale. Turtleneck. Inhale. Exhale. Down. Inhale. Exhale. Up. Inhale. Exhale. To the left. Inhale. Exhale. To the right. All right. Nice. Good stuff, everybody. Again, we're playing around with not only moving our neck, but we're also playing kind of a head game where we're going forwards and backwards. We're also trying to work in that breath. I did at some point, I messed up on one of them. I could instantly feel it. And then my brain kind of did what I'm sure Nick's had too, where it just thought, hey, you know what? Don't even worry about that. Let's get right back on track. And so I was kind of happy that happened. That showed me that my brain recognized when something didn't feel right. And then it really quickly made a decision that, hey, we're going to fix this up. Let's have a sip of water, everybody. I got about half a bottle. How much water have you had today? This would be I guess my third bottle is my third water. I had a glass of water earlier, and then I had a electrolyte water, and now I'm just having a regular water. I don't know how much water I'm going to have today. How much water are you going to have today? I don't know. You know, there's a lot of recommendations out there. Let's get those shoulders going up and down. But you're going to want to drink. There's a lot of, at least a liter of water, at least maybe, 2 liter of water. That's not bad. Bringing the shoulders up. It's a lot of water. But I'll tell you what, your body will love it. Your body runs on a lot of water, and you don't drink it all at once. You start when you wake up. Drink water right away. And then because you haven't drinking any water when you were sleeping. I don't know, did you? Does anybody drink water? Let's hold them up. Anybody drinking water when they're sleeping? No. So when you wake up, you got to drink water. You got to drink it right away. You're dehydrated. Let's bring them down. Oh, let's kind of just shake them out. Maybe circles, moving them around. Just get those shoulders just kind of going. You can kind of do dance moves. And then if you're going to have, something to eat like a breakfast, a lot of people have juices, but I'll tell you what, just drink water. That way you're not getting in all that sugar calorie, get your energy spiking up, and then you kind of crash midday. Too much sugar in the morning can do that, but too much water in the morning, it doesn't do that. You don't get that. Let's get into our elbows. Let's start with some up and down. This one's the chicken wing, getting the elbows going up and down. I like to think about drinking, they say 8 glasses of water a day. That's a good amount. It's a good start. You could drink anywhere between, 8 to 12. You could have a couple more glasses of water. Sometimes they talk about when you have water with your food, let's go ahead and go forwards and backwards. When you have water with food, to not have super cold water. Has anybody ever heard that before too? Because then it kind of cools down your digestive system. I don't know. We got to look into that. Has anybody ever noticed a difference when you're drinking cold water as opposed to kind of room temperature water? They work the same, cold water, room temperature. I guess if you're really hot, you're going to want to have maybe some ice cold water. Let's go up and down. Let's go ahead and go circles. So I'm going to go forward circles. This is what I would call a forward circle. And now I'm really feeling this up in my trapezius. My deltoids are starting to get there. And after this workout, I'm going surfing with Joshua. We got our world championships is coming up next week. So all next week, I'll be out. I'll be up in Huntington Beach doing the world championships. Let's go backwards a little bit. There we go. Bringing it back. Bringing it back. Let's go for 4 of these. 4, 3. Oh, I'm really feeling it in my shoulders too. And 1. Let's go ahead and do a kayak row. I was going to call it Byron's kayak row, but it is kind of one of the ones. Byron does this with the baton a lot. Now you've seen my hands. I've kind of had them here at my shoulders the whole time. You could have them up in the air. You could even have them kind of at your sides if you wanted to get your sides involved a little bit more. So you can see I'm kind of just touching my lower part of my rib, but I'm still thinking about the elbow. So think about that elbow going. And this is going to be good for the ribs too. Let's go armpit squeeze in 5, 4, 3, 2, and let's squeeze it up. Squeeze, bring that armpit in, squeeze it against your side like nothing can get in there. Squeeze it. Let's keep holding it for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go ahead and bring our arms down. Let's shake them out. Shaking them out, shaking them out. So when you're doing the shakeout, you shouldn't feel like it's tough. Shouldn't be a lot of work. It should feel loose. Now you might have to kind of create the looseness. If you're not moving and it's not real loose, try to start doing it, and then maybe start to think about something else. But keep it going. We can think about how many shapes is there in a hexagon, or how many sides. Think about that. Think about how an airplane, how is that even possible? How are they flying? How is it? Think about something else, anything different. Go maybe shake the other arm. Because what you want to do is kind of stop concentrating so much on trying to get the motion going. You just want that arm just to be relaxed, but you still want it moving. Still want it moving. So we're going to shake it out a little bit more. Let's go into our wrists now. So our wrist, this is not shaking. We're just going up and down. So we're going to get our movements in up and down in the wrists. Let's go side to side with the wrists. So this is what the Dodgers need, right? Everybody in California cheering for the Dodgers. All right, here we go, going around and around. Wrist circles, moving them around and around. Nice, good job, everybody. Let's go the opposite way. If you were going one way, go the other way now. Let's go 5 of these. 4, 3, 2, and 1. So wiggle our fingers kind of independently. wiggling, wiggling, wiggling. And then when we can, and this is not for everybody, but for folks, if you have the ability to put all of your fingertips together, let's do that in 5. And just squeeze just a little bit. You don't have to squeeze hard, just a little tiny squeeze. So we're wiggling, wiggling, wiggling. And then 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, put them, find them, line them up, put them all together. There you go. You see, it took me kind of a second there. You know, you had to, and I'm just giving a little bit of a squeeze. Squeeze, 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 squeeze. Let's go back to wiggling. Wiggling. Let's do that again. So we'll count down from 5, and then we're just going to try to line them up. And I think we're going to do it again, but we're going to go and we're going to do this a little differently. So let's keep it going at 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and find them, line them up. There you go. Ooh, nice. I tried to go a little faster, and I got it. Squeeze, 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 squeeze. Let's go back to that arm shaking now. And now I want you to also kind of be like, you know, shaking out your fingertips, shaking out your arms, shaking out everything. You can see I'm just kind of like, I'm even moving my fingers around. My elbows kind of random, my shoulders kind of random. And we're going to count down from 5, and then we're going to bring everything. And let's try this now. If you can, if not, go back right where you did it before. But if you can, let's try to bring our hands together overhead. All right, ready? Overhead, same thing. All the fingertips together. And if you can, try not to look at it. I don't know if I can do that. I might have to look at it. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring them up. Oh, I got it. Oh, there it is. And I'm applying pressure. Nice. If you don't have a good link, when you go to apply pressure, you're going to feel, you're going to kind of like push through. But if you get a good linkage right there, if all the space shuttles are connected, you can go and let's give it a squeeze. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. And you could feel that when we did that overhead squeeze. Where were we getting fired up? Back in our armpits. That's what we want. We also want water, everybody. Let's drink up some water. We got our neck moving. We got our shoulders moving. We got our arms loosened up. Does anybody else feel just like, dang, that feels good? Like loosened up in the arms? Now, this is something that we want to do. Let me show you why we want to do this. We were talking about this on Friday Night Fitness Social, and I was also talking about it with a business partner, a friend of mine. But I'm going to show you. When we're sitting down a lot of times and we're resting on our elbows or even resting on our arms, in a lot of ways, we're also pushing that bone, that humerus, we're kind of pushing it up into the shoulder just a little bit. And that's okay for some periods of time. But if we are too often having our arms pushed up, and you can see what I mean by look at that, how my shoulder's going up. I'm not doing that with my trapezius. That's because I'm leaning on my arm, as opposed to if I engage my core and now look at my shoulders in a much happier position. Like even here, my shoulders in a much happier position when it can be down and be relaxed. As soon as I start to push into things and lean on things, that's when I can really start to put this part of my upper arm, I can put it in kind of in a position to where things aren't going to be able to move around as smoothly as they could. So again, with the tables, with the shoulders, with the loosening up of the arms like this is something you could do every single day where you're just kind of shaking them out for a little bit to just counterbalance if you're leaning on a table. Oh, hi, little lizard. The little tiniest little lizard just appeared out. What, do you want to come over here and say hi to everybody? He's a tiny little lizard, and he doesn't know what to think about me. He came around this trash can that my phone's hooked up to, and probably did not expect to see a giant. And he's so small. I'm like, you know, who had giant? Was it James and the Giant? That was a Giant Pete. Who had the giant? Jack and the Beanstalk, right? That was it's the Pete. Is that a giant also? I think it was. Everybody who remembers what's the nursery fairy tale that has the giant? Anyway, all right, everybody, let's get into our arms now. Instead of being kind of loosened up like they are, we're not going to get them too pumped, but let's go ahead and do some strict movement. So let's get the muscles moving. Let's first go ahead and we're going to make a fist with our hands. So you can make a fist. Remember, Sensei Joshua, he taught us, how to really curl in those hands and kind of cover everything up and squeeze and have this so that your wrist is strong. And so what we're going to do is we're going to make a fist. We're going to bring our arms up. We're going to go over our head, and then we're going to do the tricep extension behind our back. We're going to bring it in. This is, I think Nick did this one. We're going to go forward. And then for one more, we're going to go down. And then we're going to go up like we're kind of lifting a wheelbarrow. So see the difference between the bicep curl and this one will be the wheelbarrow lift. And then we'll set the wheelbarrow down right back into our bicep curl. So let's go ahead and wiggle out our hands a little bit, wiggle out our arms a little bit. We'll count down from 5. We'll make a fist and we'll go through all of those moves. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So make your fist and then curl. We're going to go up. We're going to go down behind our head. We're going to go up again. We're going to come down right here by our shoulders. We're going to go out. We're going to bring it down again. And now we're going to go into the wheelbarrow lift where we're going to kind of lift up and down. And then bicep curl, overhead press, tricep extension, up, going in, going out, going here. And then we're going to go down. If you aren't comfortable leaning forward, you can just hold steady and kind of lift up like this, like you're doing kind of a shrug lift. If you do this one, you can get your shoulder blades going a little bit more. So we'll do the lift like the wheelbarrow lift and then putting it back down. Here we go. Bicep curl, overhead press. Oh, we forgot to do our hands. We'll fix that on this one. Down, out, in, down, lift, down, and shake them out, shake them out. All right, let's do it again. All right, fist, curl. You don't have to cough, that's me. Up, triceps, triceps back up, down, out, in, down, lift, down, shake them out. Oh, the seasonals. I'm gonna have to get an Allegra or something. I don't know.
Maybe water break.
Let's do a water break after this. Let's go one more. So here we go, shaking them out, and 3, 2, 1. Fist, curl, overhead press, tricep extension, down, punch, down, reaching over, pulling up, down, and shake it out. Nice. Good call on the water break. Let's do that one more time after a sip of water, and let's do it with one side. And let's do each side 5 times. 5 times, one side, and then we'll do the other side 5 times.
So your mom say taking the bean talk book and then say tomorrow is Halloween.
Oh, tomorrow's Halloween. What does everybody have? Oh, Jack and the Beanstalk. Yeah, all right. Nice. And then, yeah, tomorrow is Halloween. If anybody is going to be doing a Halloween costume tomorrow and you know what you're going to do, let us know in the chat room. Share with us what you're thinking about doing out there. I was looking for my lizard. He disappeared. My little lizard friend is gone. All right, everybody. So we're going to go one side. Let's go ahead and start shaking out. I'm going to start with the right side. Shaking it out. Hand is open, just shaking it out. And then we're going to make a fist 5 times. And then let's make the fist go 1. Open it out, shake it out. 2. Open it up, shake it out. 3. Open it up, shake it out. 4. Open it up, shake it out. And 5. All right, let's go ahead and hold that fist together. Let's go bicep curl. 5, 4, 3, 2, and hold this one at the top. 1. Here we go. We're going to go up overhead. We're going 1. Up at the top. 2. Bringing it down. 3. Try to keep your arm close to your body. 4. Use your armpits when you're bringing it in. 5. Keep it up at the top. Bring it down behind your head or on top of your head. This is how we tell people that we're safe in surfing. We tap on our head. So this is a good move to be able to do this. This means I'm okay when you see somebody wipe out and then they tap on top of their head. They're telling you I'm okay, even if they can't, you can't hear them. Let's go one more of these. 5. Going up. Let's bring it back down. And then Yeah, let's go for this punch now. Bringing it out. 5, 2, 3, 4. Reach back if you can on this last one, and then reach all the way out. 5 if you can on this one, and then bring it in. Let's bring it down, and if you can lean forward, that's okay. And we're gonna row up. 1, going down. 2, bringing it down. 3, 4, 5. All right, let's switch over to this arm. Get it shaking out, shaking out. Let this hand relax. You're going to feel like it almost got like stuck in that position. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Fist. 5. Shake it out. Fist. 4. Shake it out. Fist. 3. Shake it out. Fist. 2. Shake it out. Fist. One more. Here we go. Shake it out, and fist. All right, hold that fist. Let's go bicep curl going up. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Holding it up. Let's go over to this side. 1. Just nice and easy. 2, 3. But on number 5, let's do something different. 4. Now on this one, let's kind of tuck in. Look at that. I'm kind of leaning with my obliques, kind of tucking everything in right here to where my elbow is. And then when I go up, let's almost teacup, but not quite. Look at that big reach there. 5. Nice. All right. So we're going up overhead. Let's go ahead and try to straighten our body. If you were like me, I kind of lean. I'm going to go back into core being strong, keeping me here. Let's go to the top of my head. I'm okay. 2, 3, or I can go behind my head. 4. Let's go for a bonus. Feels good. 5. All right, let's bring it back down. Now we're punching out. 1, 2, 3, and let's do the same thing on this last one. 4. Let's go for a twist. Twisting all the way. You can see my body's now turned. And then I'm twisting out and I'm reaching out. 5. All right, we're going to drop it on down. Here we go. Last one. This is like trying to start the lawnmower. 2. Try to not use your other hand. 3. And keep your body strong. 4. If you need to, that's okay. 5. Shake it out, let it relax. Remember what we talked about. If I'm putting that pressure down on my legs, that is going to be putting that weight of my upper body into my shoulders. The elbow is going to help if the elbow is bent. If the elbow is not bent, if I'm like this, that elbow is not doing really anything. These muscles aren't really doing anything. Remember, these muscles, biceps, triceps, they're all about the elbow kind of being in a flexed position. So even just here, here, here. Now they're working, but when it's a straight arm, it's not. And so that's also why a lot of times when somebody is maybe having a fall, if they put their arm out straight, they'll hit that arm and it pushes. Look where it's pushing. It's pushing up here. Whereas if that elbow bends, sometimes the tricep and the bicep and the deltoid, they can help to absorb that energy. The muscles do a really good job of absorbing our weight. And if you think about it, if you're walking, if you're moving around, if you're reaching down and pushing down on the ground, a lot of times you might think like, well, how come I'm not affecting the ground? Now, if you push down into sand, you are affecting it. If you push down into water, you would affect it. But if you push down onto concrete, you're not doing anything to it. So where is that force, that, the same force that would have made your handprint in the sand? Where is that force kind of being redistributed? Well, it's going to be distributed into your muscles, into your body. So let's do an exercise here with the table. I think we can see the table really good. We've done this one before. Let's start with some table push-ups. If you don't have a table in front of you, you can do a chest press, or you could find a countertop, and you could do countertop push-ups. So let's just do 10. And again, with this table here, I'm going to reach back this way, and I'm going to be engaging my core and the muscles right here. I don't have a backrest. If I did, I might get stopped by my backrest, and that's okay, because I really just want to work on just leaning forward. I want my body weight, the weight of my upper body, to kind of be, again, leaning on my on my muscles. I want that weight to be distributed by my triceps and my chest and the muscles in my upper back. And so as I kind of lean forward here, and it gets to a point, where like right here, I'm able to sit up and I'm not having to use my arms a whole lot. You can see I'm just kind of wiggling. When I stop wiggling, so right about here, if I wasn't holding on, I would fall into the table, and that's what we want. We want a position to where we feel like our body needs the muscles to fire up. If the muscles don't think they're needed, then they might not even show up to the game. So we're just pushing in and bringing it out. Now, something else you can do, and like we've seen Nick do this with the elbow tap and the knee tap. So now let's say I want to do something maybe where I'm going to do a push up. Maybe I'm going to try to tap my shoulder and maybe even go and do like a knee tap and then back into a push up. So let's try out that combo: shoulder tap, knee tap. And if you don't have any of this, you can do a chest press, then you do a shoulder tap, then you do a knee to elbow. And if you want to do this in a push-up position, you can do the same thing. Here, I can show you to where if I was going to go into my push-up position like here, I could come down, do a push-up, reach up, do a shoulder tap, then do a knee to elbow tap, and then back into the next one. So I would go down, up, tap, tap, and then down, up, tap, and tap. Now, one thing it's important to kind of think about is that when I'm holding myself up like this, sometimes I'm trying to make sure that I'm keeping my elbow bent even just a little bit, so it's taking it a little bit easier on my shoulders. I'm going to make my triceps work a little harder, but for my shoulders, that can be a really good thing because I've jammed my arm up in there real bad before. So let's go ahead and do 10 of these. I'm going to do it this way. And here we go. So we're going to go 1, 1, 1, 2, 2, 2. This has us going across the body and hitting the same side of the body, which is pretty neat. So we're getting, our mind is kind of having to constantly keep reminding itself of like, all right, what's our next move? While I'm doing my push up, I'm already thinking about how I'm going to do the next part of the movement. And so this is, again, a really good exercise you could do. Oh, look at that. I messed up. You could do this on the countertop. You could do this on a table. If the table's strong like this, you could do this on like a monkey bar. Let's go for 2 more. I think that's 12, but it's just starting to feel good. I'm getting into the rhythm. Tap, tap. That's a good example. I started to get into the rhythm of that. It started to feel really good. Once that happens for your brain, once you've learned a new pattern, the pattern's going to not seem as frustrating. I mean, it might not be frustrating at all. And that's where you got to really think about exercise as learning movement patterns, because our whole life is all about patterns. And patterns are always tough in the beginning. We got to really think about it. But then if we practice and we continue to train our mind around these movement patterns, everything from even just wiggling our fingertips, that's a movement pattern. To your muscles, they don't get it. They're just doing what the brain is kind of, trying to will in their direction. And if they can't get it right the first time, they still want to. So if you continue to try to get those patterns down, you become better and better. And it might, like I said, go from something that could have been frustrating to something that's now very, very fun. Let's have a sip of water. I'll give you an example. One of my good buddies that I work with, his name's Cole. He's been working on dribbling a basketball. And, who's ever dribbled a basketball before? Has anybody played basketball or dribbled? Sometimes when you're dribbling a ball, it can be hard to keep it from bouncing different places. And sometimes it can be hard not to kind of slap it. When you're slapping the ball, you don't have a lot of control over it. You really got to use your hand and your fingers, and there's a way to really get the ball to hit the ground. And he was doing it, was slapping it, and he thought that was okay. And I said, let's make it better. Let's fix this. And that was frustrating because it seemed like it was working, And when I was like, let's do it better, let's work on the pattern, that seemed like, well, that's something new. I don't want to necessarily do new things. But then he tried, and it took a couple of weeks. And then all of a sudden, he could run back and forth down the driveway with dribbling the ball and running with the ball and never even stopping dribbling. I mean, we're talking minutes and minutes of just dribbling and running. And he really, really loves it. And so that's a good example of there could be something that you're thinking about doing, and you're like, oh, that almost seems almost impossible, very tough. But think about it as the movement patterns, learn the moves, kind of start to practice the moves. And then as you get better and you learn the pattern, your brain's going to be like, okay, we can do this. Just like the 4.4. Let's do it next. Nick, you want to do that with me? Everybody.
Nick put a question in the chat, but I will let Nick ask you.
Okay.
Okay, Nick.
Sounds good, everybody. So Nick's got a question, and we're just going to bring him up here. So the 4-point core reach is also a movement pattern, and we've done this before. Let's remind everybody what it is real quick, Nick, and then let's do your question. So remember, it's going to be the teacup, the twist reach, the coffee pot, and then the ground touch. You can go to anywhere on the ground, and if you can't quite make it to the ground, that's okay. Try to go down maybe by your ankle. If you're sitting in a wheelchair, you could try to reach down to your casters, or you could also reach in front of your body. So, Nick, what's your question?
What does water weight mean? Water weight.
Water weight?
Yeah.
So water weight is the weight that your body is right now. If you imagine, so all of us, we all if we got on a scale, there would be a number that would show up, and that number represents all of our body weight, from our body fat to our bones. If you're wearing clothes on the scale, the weight of your clothes, even your fingernails, they don't weigh much, but you know what? They're on the scale. Everything's on the scale, whatever that number may be. So let's imagine that we get on the scale and say, for me, we'll round up. We'll say that I get on the scale and it says I'm 200 pounds. 200 pounds. All right. So that would also include the weight of maybe my clothes. So that could maybe be 2 pounds of clothes. Clothes don't weigh a whole lot, but maybe it's winter time. Maybe I have on enough 3 pounds. So I could remove that from the 200. And then we would have my bone density is something that we would want to understand. So maybe the weight of my bones, maybe that weighs 30 pounds or something like that. So you got the weight of my bones is about 30 pounds, maybe. That seems pretty heavy. But then you also have the weight of our organs and everything, our liver and our spleen and our lungs and our heart and our gallbladder and our kidneys and our stomach and our intestine. All that weighs something. So, that all could weigh another like 40 pounds or 30 pounds. So then we also have our muscle, and there's ways that you can do a weight test where it tells you like about how much of your weight is actually muscle weight, and we might have 40 or so pounds of muscle on our body, and then there's also a number that's going to represent how much of our body is fat. And so there's a number out there called the body fat percentage that will give you an idea of how much of your overall body weight, how much of that is body fat. And so there's scales and ways to tell that. But the other thing there is, and that's the only one we haven't talked about, is your water weight. Because right now, you have stored in your body lots and lots and lots of water. You have water in your digestion system. There's water in your cells of your skin. Your organs also have water. And so water weight is the weight of your body that is water. That if you were dehydrated, that water weight wouldn't be as high. And generally, water weight is going to be, it'll be a small part of your number, but it could be anywhere between maybe 5 to 10 pounds. And this is when you see wrestlers and boxers and guys like that, when they are trying to make their weight and they lose a lot of weight very fast. That isn't body fat that they burned off. It was water that they had removed from their body and they didn't replenish it. Now, if you watch a wrestler the very next day after a wrestling match, after now they've eaten and had their big hamburgers and all that, they already look a lot fuller. And so water weight is how much of your body is just plain old water. And it's very important to have water weight, because if you don't, that means you're dehydrated. Do you like that, Nick?
Yeah, thank you for the information, Don.
That's a great question, everybody. Nick had a great one. All right,
Thank
let's go.
you, Don, for the information. They're good. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1.
Teacup, twist reach, coffee pot, ground touch. Let's switch sides. Let's go. Teacup, twist reach, coffee pot, ground touch. Switch it up again. Teacup, twist reach, coffee pot, ground touch. Switching it up. Teacup, twist reach, coffee pot, ground touch. Let's go 2 more. Teacup, twist reach, coffee pot, ground touch. 1 more. Teacup, twist reach, coffee pot, and the ground touch. Nice. Everybody, that gets our core moving and grooving. That's not all that we have for our core, but those 4, they're pretty cool. They're pretty fun. Nick, do you have anything you would want to lead us in? Any kind of combos or any exercises?
They do, yeah. Honey, I ever.
Okay.
Honey, I ever. With the part. With the part. Pun, hold. About that. Don't, but. What. That. Ever. I need. Oh,
Nice.
I did. Oh, I doubt. About nobody into it.
That's an awesome combo. Double
They
count.
do it 2 more times.
2 more. That sounds great.
Where did them be that?
With the jumping jack?
Yeah.
All right. How many? 5?
10.
10 jumping jacks. Here we go, buddy. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. High knee, high elbow.
Yeah.
One side, the other. Witch's pot. 1, witch's pot. 2, punch. Hook. Uppercut. Down punch. Block. Duck. Elbow. High knee. High kick. High five. Low five. Clap. Jumping jacks. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. High knee, high elbow. Nice. There you go, Nick. Tap, 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 tap. Witch's pot. Stir it up. Let's go 4. 1, 2. 2 more. 3, 4. Punching. Here we go. 4. Punch. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hook. 1, 2, 3,
and
4. Uppercuts. 1, 2, 3,
and
4. Down punch. 1,
1,
2, 3,
and
4. Block. 1, 2, 3,
and
4. Duck. 1,
1,
2, 3,
and
4. Elbow. 1, 2, 3,
and
4.
I need
On knee. 1,
2,
3,
and
4. High kick. 1, 2, 3,
3, and 4.
high 5.
About 1,
2,
2,
3,
3, and
4.
4.
Low 5. 1,
2, 3, and 4. Do it.
3, 4.
2, 3, and 4.
Yeah. Nice job, Nick. It's a water break, everybody. That was awesome.
Yeah.
Nick throws together some really cool combos. I keep looking at my watch, but look at that. I'm not going to know anything. Let's look at the sun. All right, that tells me about nothing. But you know what? I can tell by the watch it's been about 30 minutes at least. All right, everybody, water break. Great job to Nick bringing us some combos, getting in on the 4-point core reach. If you think about all those exercises that we just did, a lot of them, they involve the core, but they involve all the extensions of the core. So the arms, the legs, the hips, the shoulders, and that's what's kind of neat. Nice. That's what I was actually going to guess 1 more minute past that. That was my genuine thought, was 48. That's incredible. Anyway, everybody, great job again from Nick right there. Super impressed how he's putting together multiple combos, the boxing combo. Even when you're thinking about that hook, you know, that's a lot of muscle here and that shoulder to reach out far and bring those arms around. You know what that makes me think of? Carrie's bear hug. Let's do it, everybody. Carrie's bear hug 5 times. Remember, if you want to switch up your hug, you can switch it up. But let's do it. Bring those elbows back, across, 1 side, 2 side, and we'll go with the alligator 1, 2, and 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and let's bring them back. Across, I'm going to go side to side, alligator 1, alligator 2, and back. Across, side to side, alligator 1, alligator 2, bringing him back. Across, side to side, alligator 1, alligator 2. We got 2 more to go. Back. Across, going side to side, alligator 1, alligator 2. We got 1 more to go. Bringing it back. Bringing it across. Going 1 side, going to the other side. Alligator 1, alligator 2. Nice job, everybody. Let's go ahead. Let's do another water break, and then let's do a breath hold. And for this breath hold, we'll do something a little bit different. We've always done this, but it'll be different from what you're probably thinking. So we will, or I will, I'm going to turn the camera to look out at the beautiful scene. And that's how long we're going to hold our breath for. So I'm not going to be counting. It's just going to be like you're looking at a beautiful picture while holding your breath until that picture changes. That's how long we're going to hold our breath for. So there won't be a countdown. You won't see me counting on my hands. There will just be quietness. And if you can't see the screen, I will also say when it's time to relax. And so, again, there is the beautiful picture. Let's see if we can see it. Let me double check. Oh, yeah, it's beautiful. Look at that. The lagoon, the trees. So nice. So we're going to have this as our background. Let's go like that a little bit. Oh, that's so nice, everybody. All right. And if you need to have a sip of water, go ahead and have a little sip of water. Get that in. I'm going to have a sip of water. All right. We don't know how long this is going to be for, but when the camera moves, that's when it'll be over. So here we go. Let's breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe and hold. And relax. All right, we moved it. We're back over here at the picnic table. All right, buddy, that was 30 seconds. And we've done that before, but sometimes when you don't know how long it's going to be for, you act a little differently. So, all right, I just got the notification from my phone that my battery is going to die. The screen has gone incredibly dark, and I don't know how much more time that means I have. So if I do get cut out, Nick, let's have you.
11:52.
We're so close. Oh, so close to making it. I really thought it was going to happen. How about we do this because it's inevitable? Nick, can you come back up with the exercise stick and take everybody through a one round of combos with the exercise stick, and then go ahead and either you or Karen do the breathing motto after. And I'm going to log off here before my phone totally dies because I actually do need to have some battery. So, Nick, does that work? You got his?
Yeah.
Nice. What was that, Karen?
Thank you, and your mom.
Yes, absolutely.
Thank you.
All right, let's go ahead. Nick, everybody is going to take us to the home stretch.
And I will do you on Friday at the farm.
Friday at the farm, Nick. I can't wait.
Woo!
Strength test.
It will be weird but fun.
Oh yeah, you're gonna love it. We're gonna have a good.
Yeah.
All right, bud. Take it away, Nick.
All right. We will do that with the old boy. Brody. Now that the piano will back up and down, up, down, up and down, up, down, up and down, up, down, up and down. They do them for that spin one way. And remember to breathe, everybody. Now that do it, we do the other way. Now they do the double that. On one to do, we then move forward, sideways, backward, and all the way around. Let's do it right. Forward, backward, right. And then they do the end worm. You they go do it and worm down and up. Do it and worm. I'm doing down. I'm point Twitter, and I do back up. That one. And three. Now that do the widget part. One way, and the world needs. They do the other way. They do only they do died. They do the back way. They go down and up, down and up, down and up. Now they don't try to die. And they do it to it. Now they do it. Oh, then front. How they do it to the other side. One more time they died. And one more time the other died. And the last one they quit. They do 20, 19, 18, 17, 18, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 8, 5, 4, 3, 2, and wait the more time. And done. Anybody want to do the breathing model? Anybody?
How about you, Nick?
Me, I then. Did
Oh,
good day in the world. I like that.
do you want to? How bad do you have an idea?
How about that? Pat do it.
You want me to do it, Nick?
Yeah, you and me.
Okay, you start first line, I'll put in second line.
Okay. And bye, body to and one and breathe in the dirt.
Breathe out the bad.
Breathe in the happy
And breathe out the sad.
and breathe in your bed.
And breathe out the worst.
And breathe in your power.
So you reach your goals every day first.
Yeah.
Thank you, Nick.
How are you, everyone? What did you day on Friday? I done fun, boy, another strengthened word by Nick, and we were one more word out that Friday at 11 a.m. Hope you day out there. Here we doing. Bye. Body to anyone.
Bye,
Bye,
everyone.
everyone.
Bye.
Do